guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this makeup look, of course. So I was really excited that you guys wanted to see this look because I really wanted to film it. I haven't felt this good about blue eyeshadow in a really long time. Normally I just stay away from blues, but this Makeup Geek foiled shadow has been calling my name for as long as I've had it. I haven't been mentally ready to try out and wear a bold, deep blue shadow look. But I did it the other day and you guys really loved it and you requested a video on it, so I'm filming that for you today. I'm also gonna be using all of the products that I got in this month's Ipsy Glam Bag. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm gonna start off with some skin prep and I'm going to be using the Vasanti Cosmetics Exfoliating Cleanser. Kristen Dominique is butt dialing me right now. Kristen! And then I'm gonna use a little bit of this Glam Glow Flash Mud Brightening Treatment. This is actually my first time trying this particular one. This one is supposed to help brighten and even your skin tone. So I'm just gonna add this to my cheeks and nose area. Leave it on for 20 minutes and then wash it off, and now we're ready to apply our makeup. My cheeks are so rosy after all that exfoliation. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin using the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. Still one of my favorites. One of my favorite high-end primers anyway. And then I just like to put a little bit of the MAC NC20 concealer on any areas that are a little bit more red or any areas that I wanna conceal. I just self-tanned, so that's why my neck is like hella dark right now, just saying. And then before I do my eyeshadow, I like to conceal my under eye area. I mean, specifically in here, just so I don't have to add concealer after I put my eyeshadow on. And today I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which is bomb. And I'm applying the concealer with my Morphe E8 brush, which is my current favorite concealer brush to use like around the eye area. So now I'm just gonna prime my lids with a little bit of primer. This is from the Balm and it's called Put a Lid on It. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to my fingertips and then just lightly pat it in my crease area. So I'm just gonna apply the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to the crease and upper crease area. I feel like it really helps when I apply eyeshadow and it makes the colors really stand out. I feel like I look like a little boy right now. First, I'm gonna add the transition color and I'm gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Sienna eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be applying it with a MAC 217 brush. So I'm gonna be winging out my eyeshadow, so making it kind of look like a winged eyeliner shape, just a little bit more dramatic. And next, I'm gonna be taking a blue eyeshadow, which is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the color Star Cobalt. So I'm just gonna go in with one of my like old 217 brushes and kind of mimic the same shape that I just created with the Sienna shadow. So this shadow is a really pretty blue, and the reason I really like this one in particular is because it's like a shimmery shadow, but it's super pigmented and blendable and blue, which is usually, like for blue eyeshadows, finding something that's blue and pigmented and super blendable doesn't really happen. And then to wing it out, I like to use a smaller brush, just that way it's not too crazy big. I'm gonna use the MAC 219 brush. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the lid color, and for this lid color, I'm gonna be using another base, which I know sounds crazy. I'm gonna be using the MAC Prep and Prime. This is the 24-hour Extend Eye Base, which I think I've only talked about a couple times before. Do I look bald right now? A little bit, huh? So this eye base I got to use with like pressed pigment shadows like ColourPop, or with the new MAC shadows, or like any type of pressed pigment that has like a ton of pigment. You know what I mean? Anyway, so if you have hooded lids and you put a pigment on your lid, you're gonna get a lot of transfer. So I tried this one out, and this is why I'm using it. So if I'm using a regular color, like a matte shadow on my lid, I don't need an eye base, but since I'm using a foiled shadow, I'm gonna be using this one. And this one's really great. So if you do have hooded lids, I definitely recommend getting it because it prevents me from getting all the crazy transfer in my upper crease area. So I'm just gonna apply some of this to my lid using a City Color brush. This is CC E07. Why am I doing this? I'm like, and then I'm gonna put it all over my lid, like the whole, even on top of some of this dark cobalt. For the actual shadow I'm gonna use on my lid is this one from Makeup Geek. This is one of her foiled shadows and it's called Center Stage. You could totally use Star Cobalt on your lid. They're pretty similar as you can see, but the foiled shadow just has that extra zhuzh in it that I love. So I'm gonna use that same brush, the City Color one. By the way, I really love the City Color brushes. And I just kind of like, normally my finger works best with these shadows, but this brush actually works really well if you do like a little windshield wiper mosh. And then I'm just going to pack it onto the lid. Ooh, give it to me. So the foiled shadows, they don't need like an extra base because they're so good on their own, but if you have the hooded lid problem, it's really gonna help you out. Trust. Okay, so now we're gonna put on some winged eyeliner to wing out with our eyeshadow. And today I'm gonna be using the Tarte Tarteist Clay Liner. It kind of looks like a lip gloss applicator. Pero it's not a lip gloss. And for the brush, I'm gonna be using the Zoeva 317 Winged Liner Brush. All right, so now I'm just gonna curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and this is the City Color Be Bold Extreme Volume Mascara. Ooh, some curly mascara. All right, I'm gonna do my foundation now, and for the middle of my face, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. You guys know I've talked about this so much, it's probably annoying by now, but I love this foundation, especially if you're oily. It's hot as outside right now, so I'm gonna be using this. Looks like I'm putting on a yellow face mask, huh? All right, and now for the rest of my face, because I'm looking a little crazy right now. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. One of my favorite foundations ever. This is shade number 127. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue on some false lashes, and today I'm gonna be using the KoKo Goddess lashes. These are ones that I used a lot for a long time. I haven't used them recently, but I'm gonna use them today because they're the perfect shape. These ones, I'm surprised I can still use them. I put them in a safe spot on my laptop last night, but then I shut my laptop, so they were like squished all night long, but they're still going strong, so we're just gonna use these again today. Okay, so I'm just, while I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of the shadow to my lower lash line. So I'm first gonna add Sienna using a Morphe E36 brush all the way across the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna layer on the Star Cobalt just kind of on the outer edge of the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna add this pencil to the waterline. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline pencil in the color Plush, which is like a deep navy color. I feel like just the regular 24/7 pencils work better in my waterline than the waterline ones. So now we're back onto the complexion, just put on my lashes and all that good stuff. Lately I've been using the Nars Custard Concealer to do some highlighting, and I wanted to get a brighter Nars one. So I went and got Chantilly, and it is super light. It's like really, really bright. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the Nars in the under eye area, and then Chantilly on the outer edge, because it's like a little bit too light to use everywhere. Whoa, Chantilly. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some cream highlight to the tops of the cheekbones before I add the powder. And lately I've been using this one from Benefit. This is the What's Up Cream Highlighter. I just put a little bit on my finger and then tap it on. And then before I set my under eyes, I like to put on, like, set the cream highlighter with powder highlighter, because it's like super bright when you do it that way. So I have this one from ColourPop, which is the color Parasol, which is really, really pretty. I've been using this one a lot lately. But I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood one, which is so nice. I'm gonna go with So Hollywood because I think I used Parasol in my last video. So I'm gonna set the cream highlight with the So Hollywood highlight, and this is a duo fiber brush. So just tap it on top of it. All right, now I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I'm going to be using today the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and this is the e.l.f. small tapered brush, still one of my favorite brushes to use to set my under eye area. So I just put a little bit of product on the brush, and then I kind of like tap it out, because I don't like to put too much on at once. I don't know why, but I like to use cream if I contour my nose. Don't ask me why. I'm gonna go in with Light Sculpt. This is the cream contour color in the light contour kit. This is the newer light formulation or shade range. And then I'm just taking an E27 brush, and I just like to really lightly add on a contour on my nose. It's really just for drama. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the So Hollywood highlighter and add it to just down the center of my nose and in my Cupid's bow. Okay, and to add a little bit of lift to the brow, I'm gonna take this Benefit High Brow. This is a brow lifting pencil. This one is linen pink. It's like Spanish, you know? Put the adjective afterward. No, okay. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this right underneath the brow and then buff it out with a concealer brush. Nice little brow lift there. I am gonna touch up my brows just because I'm only wearing powder today. So I'm gonna touch up my brows using the medium brown brow powder. I use both sides. I was using taupe, but it was a little too warm for me. So now I'm going back to medium brown. And I am using, looks like this brush is called number 7. Just a number 7. Now I'm just gonna set my brows using this Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill Tinted Brow Gel. This is the color light medium. Okay, now I'm gonna finish up my face really quick. So I'm going to set my face with some MAC Sheer Select Pressed Powder in the color NC30. And now I'm going to bronze my skin, and today I'm using the Too Faced bronzer. This is the yummy smelling one. This is Chocolate Soleil. This is from a medium to deep matte bronzer. And I'm gonna be using the MAC 135 brush, which is like, it's such a big brush, but it feels really good actually for putting on bronzer. Okay, and for blush today, I'm using Sincere. This is from MAC. You know what's funny, when I bought this several years ago, I actually hated this blush, but I held on to it, and now it's like my newest favorite. Do I want to contour my cheekbones? I feel like I should because I have this bun. Java vanilla. I don't know what order it's in. I'm gonna use this one right here. I'm pretty sure this is Havana. Whoa, that looks like a lot. I think it's because I stopped doing it for so long. All right, I think I put on a little bit too much contour, but I'm choking on sheer setting powder trying to buff it out. So I'm gonna stop trying to fix that, and it is what it is. I'm gonna add some mascara to my lower lashes really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this City Color lipstick that I got. This is the color One of a Kind, which is a really pretty kind of like a pinky mauve shade. So this color is really pretty with this look, but I did want to show you guys the liquid lipstick that I wore with this look when I put it on Instagram last week. So I'm gonna show you guys that one really quick. There's so much heat radiating out of my head right now. So I'm gonna put on some lip liner. This is MAC Stripdown, which if you guys don't know, is my favorite colored lip liner right now. Now you know. Best lip liner for like any nude color, basically. So the lipstick that I was wearing in the picture is a liquid lipstick, and I think this is one of the newer colors from Girlactik, the matte lip paint. This is in the color Stripped, which when I saw it, it looked really dark, but it's actually really, really pretty. And the formula is really nice too, so that's another plus. There's a lot, it's really hard to get a really good liquid lipstick, especially a nude one, but this one is incredible. All right, so that wraps up this makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.